From Georgia, combined weight 452 pounds, ladies and gentlemen, the Universal Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, the Lightning Express.
Well, the introductions have finally been completed. And Terry Taylor, ladies and gentlemen, has joined myself here at ringside for this World's Tag Team Championship matchup that pits two of the finest teams in the history of this sport.
Boy, it doesn't get any better than this, does it, Jim? And nowhere else on the universe except the Universal Wrestling Federation right here on television.
A lot of great things will be happening in the upcoming weeks, including the biggest card in the history of the Gulf Coast College of Biloxi, Mississippi. 2 world's titles will be decided. Dusty Rhodes will wrestle Ric Flair. Black Bart takes on Dr. Death. Nikita Koloff on the card. That's September the 3rd in Biloxi, Mississippi, on the beach at the Gulf Coast Coliseum. We hope that you'll be with us as Jim Cornette prepares in his own unmistakable way. Beautiful Bobby, as it'll be Bobby Eaton.
There's a manager that cares about his players. See that? Takes a genuine interest in them. You got to be motivated with somebody like Jim Cornette behind you. You know what I mean? There he comes. We're going to get a little bit of witticism here. Okay, Jim, I'll carry the slack.
Collar and elbow tie-up. Armstrong backed into the ropes. Clean break, surprisingly so.
Surprising to who? These guys are great wrestlers.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, the UWF will be at the Lakefront Arena on September the 9th. Another great card. And back in Reunion Arena on Sunday, September 13th in Dallas, coming to Memphis, St. Louis, and we'll be telling you fans along our local affiliates about this great action, including the big card in Biloxi that we know you just don't want to miss down on the beach a little bit later in the hour. It's amazing, Commissioner John Ayers signed this caliber of match. It's a credit to the commissioner, now a member of the Denver Bronco football team. This match one fall. Our television time remaining. Jim Cornette, very, very confident that his U.S. Tag Team Champions will be able to dethrone the World Tag Team Champions, Lightning Express here on UWF Wrestling.
Well, let me tell you right now, Jim, that the Midnight Express, if they're not successful, and I'm not saying they're not going to be, Eddie Gilbert and I have made an announcement that we are going after the Tag Team Championship, and I think Brad Armstrong and Tim Horner have been shaking in their boots ever since, and maybe that's going to take the edge off them here tonight.
Well, you guys will make a great team. I will agree with that. But yes, the Freebirds are after the titles, Devastation after the titles. A lot of great teams.
But they're not Terry Taylor and Eddie Gilbert either. What action.
Armstrong in the lights. What a great drop kick. And a second one. Beautiful Bobby on the outside. Jim Cornette scurrying around, trying to get a little extra air there to beautiful Bobby. Brad Armstrong.
I don't know if he's gonna be able to get up after that.
I tell you, he had a different zip code. He was so far away. He was up in the lights, man. This matchup for the UWF World Tag Team Championship will continue right after this timeout. Here in New Orleans, Jim Ross and Terry Taylor. World Tag Team titles on the line. And I'll tell you, it just don't get no better than this. Midnight Express.
Yeah. Yes, sir, I saw it, Stan. He pulled your tights. He couldn't get you over like that without it. Yes, sir. See, you can even see where they're pulled up. Yeah, at least Edward Falk's doing his job, getting on him for pulling the tights.
Well, Jim Cornette certainly upset, and he's easily upset. And his bright pink tie kind of matches his personality, I would say. And Sweet Stan there with a little oratory with Brad Armstrong.
Little psychological warfare going on right here. See, psychological warfare doesn't work on Eddie Gilbert and myself. We do it to other people. That's a good wrestling move by Brad Armstrong, but I think he's making a tactical error, staying in the whole match. Whoa, what a move.
He's a great kip up. Well, he's a phenomenal athlete.
Until this guy's on dead ready to go. But he's still against the Midnight Express, and if somebody can pull it off.
That's 3 in a row, I'll tell you. The Tag Team Champions of the world are on fire, and Sweet Stan now going to the outside.
I don't blame him, throwing punches for no reason.
Armstrong chasing Lane back into the ring, drop down, and another great drop kick. Whoa. Lane was, he was posterior over tea kettles.
What does that mean?
I'll explain it to you sometime. Probably Stan Lane could do that right now if he could talk. Well, he stuck those feet right in his face. I'll tell you, your press conference was the biggest joke that I ever attended.
I thought it was funny. You think